Hello, Facebook and YouTube. Back with another one. I love saying that I'm back with another one. I'm back with that healing. I'm back with that healing because I think healing is very, very, very important. And I definitely do that healing for myself. So I have to give y'all some healing. You know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Well, I know y'all ain't been seeing me speaking and stuff like that, but I've been just, getting my things done. I got my business coming out pretty soon. Yep, it's flourishing. And I am working on, other things as well. I have a YouTube channel, TikTok channel, an Instagram channel, and I do arts and different things like that as well as crafts. So you have seen that too. I also work on myself. So it's like I give myself time. That's why y'all don't see me the next following week, because I believe in self-love. So I hope y'all Thanksgiving was good. I know y'all ate y'all some doggone good food. You know what it is. Macaroni and cheese and some doggone green beans. I mean, not green beans, but some greens and some doggone yams and some doggone. I gotta put that stuffing in there. I know y'all eating good, and then y'all Christmas coming up, so I want to tell y'all congratulations on y'all Christmas, and y'all have fun on y'all Christmas with y'all family. I also want y'all to be happy for the holidays, and also happy birthday to all the Sagittarius in the world. Happy birthday to you. Let me stop. But I had to get that in there. So let's start. So, what I'm going to talk about is two things today. And one is, I believe in mental health. So, I got a book and like a little saying that says about mental health, and I wanted to read this to y'all today. So let's start. It says a worldwide mental health crisis. So when you in a worldwide mental health crisis, I always have the measure of anxiety if I just sit back by myself in a room. When I feel exposed as well as willing, I become unappreciated. It says, I know that what follows a higher in a mood or low. I try to take one day at a time, but sometimes several days attack me at once. Can you reliable on these experiences? It says, as you struggle with their mental health, or is someone you care about facing a similar symptoms? Being across that you are not alone. Many people today affected by mental health issues, whether their own or those in their loved ones. Without a doubt, we are living in a criticizing time, hard to deal with, causing many forms of distress. It says here in 2 Timothy 3:1. One study calculation the worldwide, but also 8 people with mental health disease. In 2020, the Corona-19 virus as well hit the world. It says in an increase into the anxiety, major depression, and the diagnosis about 26 to 28 people. It says our mental health, however, is not defining situation. It's about how you and a loved one feels and how you live your life. It says, what is mental health? Good mental health is a status of well-being and where you feel good and can form well. It says when you can completely with normal stresses, when you can cope with normal stresses, working and feeling with life. Mental diagnosis is not the result of a personal weakness. It's a medical condition. The condition is a distress as well as a person thinking, emotional controlling, or behaviors. It can often set back a person's abilities to relate to others and to handle the daily of life. Can it affect people in many ages, cultures, race, religion, education, background, or incoming levels? It says getting help with mental health problems. If you or a loved one experiencing changes into your personality as well as your sleeping or eating patterns, distress, anxiety, sadness, you may be performing help to identify and treat the root cause, but where you can go for help. It says the wise man who ever lived was Jesus Christ. The state of healthy people do not need a physical, but those who are ill do. Matthews 9 to 12. It says the strongest with mental challenges as well as receiving mental therapy, medications as much, and their symptoms can be helped to a pursue and fulfilling life. But it is wise for surely ones not to delay treatment. The symptoms is a serious thing. Although the Bible is not a medical guidebook, what is considering to believe our mental health, we're warm and invite us to consider the followings as well, how the Bible can help us deal with mental health problems. It says, Jehovah says, God grabs your right hand, and the one says to you, do not be afraid, I will help you, in Israel 41:13. It says God cares for you. The Bible is the best part of spiritual guidance and available. It says it is not a health care method, but it can help us to practice ways in dealing with distress, as well as through patterns, pain, emotions, upsetting physically or mental health issues. Most important, the Bible assists us with our Creator, Jehovah God, or Yahweh, understanding our thoughts and feelings better than anyone else. He is the edge to help us deal with any issues we face, considering, for example, to confront the Bible in passage. Jehovah is close to the brokenhearted, and he saves those who are crushing in spirit. That is Psalms 34:18. How though does Jehovah helps us to deal with mental health problems as well? See in the following. Jehovah shows that we're truly care for us in many helpful ways. So I bring this to you guys because it's a lot of people in this world do not face their mental health. And they do not face their mental health because some of them don't even notice it. But for some of them, they don't want the help. Mental health, you can have anxiety, panic attacks, as well as flashbacks. Those are mental health problems as well. They call it PTSD. When you have went through so many traumas, and I've been through this. I had to do the treatment, and it's called DBT. I can show y'all some chords here. Like I was telling you, I do DBT because DBT is very important. Okay? And when you have DBT and you have trauma, they call it trauma, and that is PTSD. And PTSD is for people that been in war situations and different things like that. They have PTSD because they out there in war all the time. they out there in war and battle all the time, and they have to watch their back. For some people, even if you're not even in war, as you was a kid, you probably been abused and different things like that. That helps you as well. DBT helps you because when you have been abused in any form, any trauma you've been through in your life, it can be PTSD. Okay, and these are the cards that I use. You can get them on Amazon, but they call them the DBT deck. Okay, and the reason why I tell you to do this is because they help me. I use them on a daily basis, and I use them for journaling. It helps you to think a little different, and it makes you to think, is this real or is this fantasy? Some people with mental illness, they have to put themselves back into the real, not the fantasy. Sometimes their behaviors or the way they are, and then they have to realize them and they have to change them. Some people have problems with people and dealing with people as well. I was one of them, and I had to do DBT because of it. And the reason why I didn't like to be around people. And I didn't like to tell my story or tell anything about myself. I used to be a quiet person. Stayed to myself, mind my own business, and I felt down for doing that. But I had to realize in like 5 years ago, I think it been 5 or 6 years ago, I had changed it, and I have changed my life. So I'm a whole different type of person now. I'm very open. I am not scared to be around people, and I am very open as well as I'm very understanding. But I learned people out here don't identify what's going on in their households, and I have nothing against what goes on in your household, no offense. But what I'm telling you is, what's going on in people's households is because they're not identifying their mental health within themselves. And when you do not identify your mental health within yourselves, it's a problem. Facebook and YouTube, it's a problem. Because then you're not facing yourself, but then you also are going through daily routes in your life, and you're going through challenges that you don't even have to go through because you don't want to identify your mental health and you don't want to change. It's okay to change, and I have to repeat this over and over to you, Facebook and YouTube. It's okay to change. Yes, you might not know the unknown, but I'm going to tell you, baby, that unknown is a wonderful thing, because I'm going to tell you something. I was like that too. I didn't want to deal with the unknown, and I had to deal with that. I had to deal with what is coming next. But if you're not worrying about what's coming next, you need to worry about what's the present and in the here and now. And when you realize it, when you in the here and now, you get all the gifts that you want out of life. You see what you need to see. Not the past, not the future, but the here and now. When you're in the here and now, you see what's going on, you observe everything, and you also know what is around you. Like I gotta repeatedly tell you, your environment is very important, and the people that you hang around. And I've told y'all this multiple times because I have to let y'all know this. Okay? Because I've been through this. This is why I don't hang around the wrong crowd anymore, or the wrong type of people anymore. How you identify the wrong type of people? Do they really care about you? If they really care about you, they ain't gonna ask you for a doggone diamond. They definitely ain't gonna ask you to be around you. They gonna be around you because they love you. They gonna be around you because they want to be around you. That's how you gonna know. If they asking you for something, or they always criticizing what you doing, or they always on something else, then you know they not the right people for you to be in your life. Because I'ma tell you, you don't need nobody to fulfill you. The only way you can fulfill yourself is within yourself, and I have learned that. I fulfill myself. I don't look for nobody to fulfill me anymore. I don't, and I am wonderful of doing that. When you feel like you could do for yourself every day, and loving who you are, knowing your dislikes, your principles, your values, knowing what do you want, not what somebody else wants, but what you want, is a wonderful thing. And I have told y'all this, Facebook, and I want y'all to really get that, because every day of your life you gotta wake up in the mirror and look at yourself. And whatever you going through in your life, it ain't because of somebody else. It's because of you, and it's because of me. I had to learn. And I had to learn it was because of me, because I had to look within myself, and I had to change my life and my environment, as well as what I want to do, not what somebody else want to do. Okay? So I just wanted to tell y'all that little bit right there, and then so I'm on the we on the 7 spiritual laws of success. Okay? And now we're on, because we did last week, we got to that was the law of prosperity. But now we on the law of cause and effect. This is what we on now. Okay? So, it says here, karma is the easy assistance of human freedom. Our thoughts, our words, our deeds, and our thoughts of which network which we throw around ourselves. It says the law of karma and cause and effect. It says the 3 spiritual laws of success is the law of karma, or cause and effect. Karma is both action and the consequences. Action and the consequences. It says, of what action? Everyone has heard the experience, and what you sow is what you reap. What you sow is what you reap. And it says, if we want to create happiness in our lives, we must learn to sow the seeds of happiness. Okay? It says, therefore, the law of karma, the action of conscious choices to make. It says, when we choose action, then bring happiness and success to others, the fruit of our karma is happiness and success. In every moment, we have assistant an influence of choices. Some choices are made in conscious, which others are made in the unconscious. It says the unfolding as a lot of our choices are made unconscious, and therefore we don't think that they are choices, and yet they are, as a relating or choices often targets by people and also predators outside. It says if we're to increase, you must likely to make the choices of being offered. If I were to pay you a compromise, you would most likely make the choice of being failure. What's it say? Yeah, a failure. But think about it. You could make the choice of not being offered by an increase, but you should make the choice of not letting a compromise be a failure, or somebody that tell you something be a failure. You either. It says the best way to use karma law is to sit back and witness the choices you are making. It says in every moment when you make any choice, ask yourself 2 things. We are the consequences of the choice, and will the choice I make bring happiness to me and those around me? It says there is always a choice, the will creating maximums of happiness both for you and for those around you. It says this choice is the certain of right actions before it's the action that is necessary for you. Everyone else would. It says everyone else who is influenced by the action. So it's like people make actions and they don't think about the other people that's a part of it. Like being a mother. I'm going to show you an example. Facebook. You being a mother every day. Now let's say You bring so many people in your house. Okay, you got kids, okay? And you bring so many people in your house, okay? And let's say when you bringing somebody in your house and a whole bunch of people in your house, what your kids think? That impact them. See, I had a friend that told me that. See, when I was like, it was a couple of years back, how I had a friend like that told me that. She told me, stop bringing people around your kids. This is exactly what this lady told me. And to this day, I don't bring nobody else into my house like that anymore. Because this lady gave me some advice. It was some hard advice to take. It was a you don't want to hear nobody telling you about your kids. But she was my friend. And I needed that at that time. And she told me, when I let everybody and their mama in my house, my kids is looking at that. And it's causing them something in their lives. It's affecting them. This is what she was telling me. So what I'm telling y'all is, whatever choices you make, you are affecting your whole household. You are affecting your whole household. And I learned this from a friend. She taught me that whatever choices you make, they affect your whole household. And this is what it say in this book. I had to learn it, baby. I learned it in like 2 years ago. A friend told me this. Yeah. She told me about me doing what I was doing. She said, baby, no. Having all them people up in your house, thinking everybody your friend, it ain't what it cracked up to be. They are not your friend and they don't care about you, and it's affecting your kids. It's affecting your household. That's real. And I had to get that word because I needed that word in that food. And that food helped me because it helped me change. I didn't get mad because of what she said. That taught me. That made me sit back and that made me like, she's straight right. That is affecting my kids because my kids is connected to me. People I thought that loved me and cared for me, them people didn't love me and care for me, males, yeah. They didn't love and care for me. I had to love and care for myself. Ain't no man or no woman or not even your family go fulfill you. And I learned that. It took time to learn that, baby. It takes time. It takes time to learn that, but you know what? I learned it. And now I'm a whole different breed, baby. Loving myself, care for myself, do for myself, worry about myself. These were the lessons that I had to learn, and this is what's cause and effect. So let's finish it up. It says here, in moments we have assisting any affecting of choices. It says did I read that? Yeah, it says we have assisting some type of choices that affect. But some choices make the conscious. With others, we make unconscious. So I read that part. So it says here, the best way in our karmic laws is to sit back and witness the choices you are making in every moment. When you make any choice, ask yourself two things. I read that. It says this choice is right action because the actions are normal and everyone else will be affected by the action. Yeah. It says how do you make serious right choices? By paying attention to the sense of confronting them. See, I had to confront them. I had to confront it. And I changed it. And it has something to do with this comfortable into your body. As the moment you make a choice, ask your body, what are the consequences of that choice? It says if your body sends a message of confronting that the right choice. If you feel unease into your body, even as you ask the question, there is not the approach and choices. For some people, the messages are discomfortable is in the areas of solar plex. So it's in your stomach right here. You get a gut feeling. It's like your stomach gets so tight, and it's like you can feel it, and it's unease. You can feel it. You can feel the energy. You can feel it. Okay? And it says, for some people, the messages are in the areas of the solar plex. But for most people, it's in the area of the heart. It says here, what do? Pay attention to how you feeling. The results may be a level of feelings, but there you will know that answers is right, because you will feel right. It says it will feel right. It says without a doubt, the heart knows the correct answers. Sorry, I had to talk to my baby. It says the heart knows the answers because it taps into the fields of prosperity and organizing power. It says taking everything into accountability. Accountability. It says here the heart is intuitive and it has a win-win. And though the answers may not be simply related, the heart is far more than anything without the rhyme of relating thoughts. It says you can use the law of karma to create money and the flow of all good things to you. But first, be aware of the choices that you are making in every moment. The more you have become aware of your choices, the more you will make choices that are right and correct. It says both for you and for those around you. It says here, how can you apply the law of karma to the choices you already made? It says most people pay their karmic debts. So we got a karmic debt we got to pay. And it says here, it says unconscious, of course, courses. It says sometimes there are a lot of suffering involved. So a karmic debt, you're suffering a lot. A lot of things are hitting your life. It's just keep hitting your life. You going through bad times all the time. You can't keep no money in your pocket. You homeless. You getting put out. You getting in arguments all the time. You going through arguments with people. You don't get along with people. It's just a lot going on in your life. You losing your job. You can't be around your kids. It's all that. Yeah, I've been through it. It says sometimes there are a lot of suffering into the law of saying no debts in the universe, even going up unpaid. So it's like you owe that's why you get karma. You owe a debt when you do it wrong to others. What you dish out into the universe, it come back to you. Okay? It says if you want to transform your karma to more describing examples, look for the seeds of opportunity within every adventure and tie the seeds of opportunity to your dharma. It says do to your dharma or purpose in life. So you gotta find your purpose in life. If you don't find your purpose in life, you're gonna keep going through karmic debt. Okay? It says here, this will embrace you to adventure into a beliefs and transform. It says transform the karma into a new experience. It says beginning by asking yourself, what messages is the universe giving you? What can I learn from this experience? And how can I make it useful to my following human beings? So you have to help others and love others, but you can be a teacher by using your crafts and what the Most High God gave you. You got to find what you are good at, and when you are what you are good at, you can help others. And when you helping others, you are paying off your karmic debt. You're not helping nobody. You're not giving nobody no advice. You're not doing nothing for nobody. You go keep continuing going through karmic debt. It says here, for example, your back and your neck was playing sports. The message is that you need to slow down and be attention to your body. Pay attention to your body. It says, and if your purpose in your life is to teach others, then by ask, what can I learn from this experience? And how can I make it useful for my following human beings? It says, you are declared to show what you are learning by writing a book about playing sports, or the transformation of your karma is a positive experience. It says you can also transform the seeds of your karma by becoming independent of it. It says the way to do that is to keep experiencing the self, your spirit, by going into the silent mode situations or silent meditation and coming out again. It says this is like washing a dirty piece of clothing in the storms of water. For sometimes you're washing it, but you're taking it away and it gets a little cleaner. It says every action is a karmic experience because actions and general memories or generations and desire or generations and action again. As you become conscious of those seeds and manifesting, you become conscious a choice that makes the action you are. As long as the karma is elevating, but for you and for those around you, then the fruit of the karma will be happiness and success. It says the experience of karma. Witness the choices you make every moment, the best way to prepare for it. Any karmic moments in the future is to be fulfilled and conscious in the present. It says wherever you make a choice, ask yourself 2 questions. What are the consequences of this choice? And will this choice brings happiness to me and to those who are affected by these choices? It says ask your heart for guidance and bring guidance by its messages. It says if the choice you feel comfortable, go ahead and make the choice. If the choice feels uncomfortable, then don't take that choice. That is the karma, the law of karma, as well as cause and effect. So the law of karma and cause and effect is you need to look at your choices and the choices that you make, and as well for your own household and as well for your own self. You also got to pay a karmic debt. And that karmic debt is you have to find your purpose. And that purpose is when you find your purpose, you have to help others. You have no choice. This is the reason why human beings is on earth. They have to help others. Jesus Christ helped us. He sacrificed his life for us. We owed it a debt to the devil. And Jesus Christ sacrificed his life for us so we can be forgiven to the Most High God. He did that for us because he loved us that much. But we have a purpose on earth. And that purpose on earth is to help others. The first commandment is put God first. In everything you do. The second commandment is love your neighbor as you love yourself. You supposed to love one another. That's the second commandment of that's the second commandment of Jesus Christ. You have to go through them commandments. Those are his commandments. Because he loved us. The cause of effect, you have to love others and find your purpose by loving others in this world. Sitting around kicking it, oh yeah girl, we cool, and all that other stuff is not helping another person. Sitting around judging somebody is not helping somebody else. Sitting around worried about what the next person doing is not helping somebody else. Those things don't help others. What helps others is giving them the good advice to go on their journey in their path. That's what's going to help another person. But helping others by bringing them down and you seeing them down as well as bringing them down is not helping others. That's a karmic debt that you going to have to pay. Because the Most High God see everything. He see everything. And whatever you dish out, it comes right back to you. Whatever you dishing out, it better be good, because it's coming back to you. I had to learn that. I learned it, and I don't do it anymore. I'm in my purpose. That's why I'm on Facebook. That's why I'm on YouTube. I ain't on YouTube to get views. I don't care about no money. I'm on YouTube because it's my purpose, and I'm on Facebook because it's my purpose. It's a difference. To help others. Because I got a coin and debt I got to pay. That's why. So now you know. So I had to give y'all that medicine. Let's use this singing bowl for this energy, baby, so we can get this energy going, and then I'm gone. Okay, Facebook, y'all take care. See you next time. I'll be doing readings, so let's get it in. Bye-bye.